Greetings Stoutlaws, today I'll be looking at the new Chivalry 2 footage and giving my thoughts and opinions on it. I saw there was a lot of negativity regarding it, specifically certain announcements like the held parry, but honestly from this gameplay footage I thought it looked pretty impressive. I think part of the issue might be that the PC Gamer YouTube channel uploaded some poor quality video that made even Mordhau look bad, so that might be partly why. There's one channel that uploaded what we're watching now, which is a much higher quality version of it. And immediately we see quite a few new things, and noticeably the combat animations, it looks pretty fluid. There's morphs for some reason, even though as far as I'm aware there's no chambers, but the morph animations themselves, they look pretty good. The swings look slow and readable, perhaps too slow, like that overhead we just saw is very pretty slow, pretty readable, which could be good, could be bad. Yeah, like we really can't tell how this is going to play out until we get our hands on it. Who knows how it plays? Maybe it can be broken very easily just by doing some weird inside read type movement, but there's nothing from this trailer that makes me disheartened about the game or the potential success of it. One thing where the animations do fall short, in my opinion, is the movement, which is partly exacerbated by the universal dodging we see from every class, these little side steps. Personally, I don't think those add much to the genre. I remember they were in Slasher as well. It just led to a lot of both players dodging away rather than parrying, which should be avoided in my opinion. And one thing we've seen crossover from Mordhau is the amount of weapons that can be thrown. That's probably a cool thing. That means there's less of the hard class restriction, that any class can just pick up the weapons that they find on the floor. So it seems anyway. There's also like a Gears of War style regen thing where you go down on the ground just like that, and then your ally can help you up before you get executed. It's pretty cool. I could see that being quite impactful in small team games. That being said, we haven't really seen anything regarding that, or what kind of modes we're going to be getting besides the 64 player pubs, which is in the same vein as Mordhau, which could be a mistake because there seems to be Torn Banner chasing the same success that Tritonian had with Mordhau rather than perhaps adapting it. But then again, after the failure of Mirage, perhaps they're avoiding small team based for now. There could be ranked in the future, who knows. Seems like that Vanguard's got a special kick ability. I don't only see that class doing that weird double kick. Oh, he's getting beat up. Oh, and you can see the helmet there gets cut off the head, so there probably won't be like tier armor separate customization like Kevin Mordhau for different regions of the body. Just seeing that take place. Now, honestly, the combat, it looks fine to me. Perhaps it's broken in other ways. Hard to say until I play it. But oh, we've got a flesh wound perk there. Hopefully it's not too cheese. And overall, the customization looks great as well. It's a bit more centered than Mordhau, which honestly might be a good thing. Some of the customization we saw in Mordhau got a bit too wacky at times. Might be nice to have a return to a more realistic looking battlefield. Cheers. I imagine they also have a held parry, if everything else in the game is having a held parry. And they also break, and we saw, I think, perhaps we've seen it already or later on, as a shield gets broken, similar to Mountain Blades. I think Vanguard charge is back. I think I even saw a Knight do a Vanguard charge, which is a bit worrying. But also there's going to be probably at least 6 months of alpha and beta testing. Oh, here's the shield that's broken. So if there are any issues, hopefully some comp players get their hands on the game. We can give our feedback and Torn Banner can take that into account. So that's the one thing that Mordhau did really well, is that it took 2 years to really polish up the combat. And the map design here looks great. Oh, and now you saw at the end, someone got their head picked up and used as a throwable, which just automatically makes Shiv 2 Game of the Year. So yeah, overall, actually very positive impressions. Can't say for sure whether or not it's going to be better than Mordhau until we play it. I doubt it still, just because, like I said, we haven't been testing the game yet, and Mordhau received thorough testing for several years by real top competitive players, so I imagine that Shiv 2 will struggle in that regard, but there's still time, and honestly, pretty positive. I'm looking forward to Shiv.